Tony Schumacher and his U.S. Army Top Fuel dragster currently #1. The question is, can he stay there? We are about to find out. Hi, I'm Paul Page with Mike Dunn. And, you know, here in Texas right now, it's hot. It's unseasonably hot. Normally this time of year, the temperatures are in the mid to high 70s, but not this weekend. We're looking at temperatures in the mid to high 90s. And in drag racing, heat can be the great equalizer.
Oh, absolutely, Paul, because it's all about horsepower. And last week in Charlotte, with the cool weather conditions and a tight racetrack, you could just lay that horsepower down, it would stick, and that's why we saw the record runs. But with the heat here in Dallas, it's all about that horsepower application because the track conditions are very tricky. We've already seen some tire smoke here early in qualifying, and I'll tell you what, some of the top teams are really going to have to pull some things out of the hat to be able to adjust to these changing track conditions.
But let's take a look at Pro Stock Motorcycle points as we start their fourth and final session. And they look this way with Eddie Krawiec remaining up top at #1. But Karen Stouffer and Matt Smith both did a lot of good for themselves at Charlotte.
That do or done line's just below the Aranas. Remember, Pro Stock Motorcycles a little harder to predict because it is so unpredictable.
Motorcycle highlights, this is session 1.
First up, a rematch from the final round in Charlotte. Eddie Krawiec on the Harley-Davidson, Karen Stouffer on the Suzuki. Side by side down the quarter mile. Nice passes by both riders. Karen Stouffer goes 688 laps time, but Eddie Krawiec gets the #1 spot with that 686.
But would Eddie Krawiec be able to hold on to that? In the second session, he came up against his teammate, Andrew Hines, who was ready. Hines sets a new track record ET. 685 with a 9 and goes #1.
Then in session #3, it was the Aranas. Hector Arana Sr. and Jr. put on a show for the fans side by side down that racetrack. Hector Arana Sr. goes 685, but look at Jr., a 682.8 career best elapsed time and a new track record for ET.